Hey guys, today here we're going to cover the Roma, and this is more of a positioning battleship guide. So this is going to come under my intermediate guides, though arguably this could be under more of an expert sort of level there slash masterclass. As I've covered in my masterclass before on the Roma, which is still relevant by the way. It might be an old video, but it's still relevant. You need to be constantly brawling. If you're not brawling in Roma, then you're not getting really its value. It's exceptionally tanky. It's got great hard-hitting penetrating guns with really good penetration, and it's quite maneuverable as well. And if you run a brawler build, the actual build I've recommended again in my Roma masterclass, which I'll link right now, you can see I'm running the actual brawler skill, which reduces by reload as well. So definitely a really good bow if played correctly, but you need to be constantly brawling, and constantly brawling in any bow is very dangerous because brawling you usually trade a lot of health, usually have to give people broadside at times. It's very risky, so being careful and being tactical brawling in a Roma is risky. It's not easy, but it's quite rewarding because you're all, you know, it's a fun shit to play, period. As you can see, paying attention to Massachusetts guns, he's not aimed at me, so I don't mind giving him broadside, you know. Paying attention. Unfortunately bad salvo, but the Roma guns are stupidly inaccurate, so it's more of a case, just keep firing, eventually some of it will stick. Hood though, broadside hood, 10 kilometers away. As I said, we waft that shop on the Massachusetts, but these fast Italian shells, yeah, they can really perform like that when you want them to, you know. Nearly a dev strike on the hood in full health. Pretty darn nice there. But that's catching him off guard. That's the brawling aspect of it. Vladivostok, I'm giving a little bit broadside. He is aiming at me. Fire at the York. Turn to angle in. That little bit of angling saved me from potential citadels. As I said, the Roma is tanky. Now, as some of you may have introduced here, I'm being spammed by what looks like Atlanta, Cleveland, Atlanta, Flint, or Fletcher, and it's in Atlanta. And as we discussed a bit before, in the video on how to Atlanta, masterclass on Atlanta, you basically need to just run away or rush them from a distance. So I'm just going to run away. I don't want this HE spam. I'm just going to sail away, kite away from the Vladi, again mitigate the damage by angling the best I can, and just run away from the Atlanta's range. If he wants to push me, he risks his whole ship. And there we go, he's starting to run out of range. You see that? He's struggling to hit me at this range. He's only hit my butt a little bit, but it's all bouncing because I've got 50mm deck armor, and his guns cannot penetrate that at all, even with EOP. Best he can do is 27. So, yeah. There we go. And he's running out of range. And because he can't shoot me, he's going to someone else. And there we go. I've avoided the dreaded HE spammer that is the Atlanta. Broadside York, yet again. Can we punish him this time? Over pens. As again, so, you know, Roma guns are unreliable at best. Sometimes you get great salvos, sometimes you get meh salvos. But, as I said, you're constantly brawling. My range is even limited because I have the brawler skill, and it's not a problem for the brawler. Fire again at the York. I think he's going to run away. Okay, a little bit fluffed the shot a little bit. He didn't turn the way I wanted him to, the way I thought he would. But 3 over pens is still a little bit of damage. Vladivostok is actually presenting an angle, so I probably won't citadel this angle, and there's a high chance I might bounce everything. So my best bet is to aim a little bit up. And just see if I can get the deck penetrations, but no, nothing at all. Just shatters and bounces. Because the Vladivostok is actually well angled, and yeah, very tough to deal with. I'm angled against him though. I think he's a little bit better angled though. So let's just get out here. Just disengage. Alright, fight another day. Fire again, just why not? He missed me with his back gun. I got 3 pens on him. There we go. Unreliable Roma guns. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And there we go. And this covers another thing as well about even the Roma and just general brawly battleships. You don't have to brawl all the time. Like, even in the Roma, that you really should be brawling all the time. disengaging and picking the better fight is the better option, even in the Roma, because you can't brawl if you're dead. So keeping your health and keeping your engagements, limiting them to the specific circumstances where you have the lead is really important. So as you see, I've disengaged from the Vladivostok who has the advantage on me. Disengaged from the Atlanta who had the advantage on me because I could shoot him, and I'm pushing around the flank here this way. I'm getting to shoot at potentially the Atlanta, the Vladivostok, and if the Hood's there, I've got them all perfectly angled to me, and it shouldn't be too hard to kill them. Hood is actually caught broadside because he did not see me coming. He did shoot me, but it doesn't make a difference because he's out of there. Atlanta has got nowhere to run, so he's aimlessly just trying to kill me, but I've got 52,000 health and I've got 2 heals. There's no way in hell he's going to kill me this quickly. Angled heavily to Vladivostok, which I believe might be behind an island. Yes, he is. So yeah, this Atlanta can get lucky once. He can get lucky twice maybe, but it doesn't really matter. I've got plenty of shots to shoot him. I've got a very fast reload because I'm running brawler, and he can shoot me all he wants. It's not going to save him. Unless I run towards him torpedo range, there's no way he can beat me here. So there we go. Thinking pizza, thinking pasta, and I say hello, Mr. Atlanta. There we go. That's a new paddling right there. He definitely felt that, and he's trying his best to disengage. Meanwhile, my friendly cruiser in the enemy on my team next to me there says it sees a broadside Atlanta and it's not happy with me. So yeah, can we finish him off? There we go. Okay, good enough. Single fire, not going to burn damage control it because I don't know what the Vladivostok might do to me. Plus it's already pretty much out. I wanted to go around the left hand side here, but the cruiser is kind of blocking me. And I didn't know what the Vladivostok was going to do. Probably was going to pop up the plane, my wee spotter plane. I prefer the fighter, but just what I got. Unfortunately, I've been meaning to switch the spotter plane for the fighter. But yeah, backing up here, trying to keep a good angle on this guy. The cruiser's actually helping me out a little bit for reversing. Yeah, not a bad salvo, not a great one, no. Now, this gun is really important for me because I really need the extra firepower, so I think I do repair this. Yes, I do. I don't think his secondaries have any range. There's no HT's powers in the area. It's actually well worth it repairing for that gun turret. Also, my heals off cooldown as well very soon, so I can do some damage to him here. Vladivostok is kiting away again. Very weird Vladivostok play, just personally, but if it was working for him, it works for him. Well, and by tanking him, because that's what the Roma can do, it's essentially a Vladivostok in terms of armor. So I have no problem trying that to him. Aiming up the superstructure on him, see if I can get a little bit of damage off him. A little bit, 4,000 is always helpful, always damage that he is going to struggle to heal up entirely. So whether he runs away or not, I am a Roma, I'm very quick and very maneuverable. I can probably get the jump on him. If he just stays there, there's no one on the other side of the map can even blap me from this range because I'm so far away from any other teammate, any other enemy battleship. He is giving me a bit of a broadside here. This should be a dead Vladivostok, but Roma guns, Roma RNG. You know, we did pick up the high caliber, which is always nice, but no successful citadels on that poor Vladivostok. He should have been dead stock right there, but oh well. That's the RNG of the Roma, mate. You really have got to have a low expectation on the ship when it comes to broadside targets. Sometimes you'll get 9 over pen, sometimes you'll get 9 citadels. That honestly could be that. And sometimes at 2 kilometers away, you can miss every shot. It's just, the Roma is so unreliable in that regard. Your main focus is just to stay alive so you can have the time to shoot these salvos and get that lucky salvo. Because if you keep trying, eventually you will get the salvo. Vladivostok is running away. Question is, what is he doing? Oh, he's giving me the flattest broadside. Okay, there should be some citadels there. 1 citadel, but again, should be more, but whatever. I'm not complaining. I'm not going to give him my back gun, because the moment he does that, he can dev strike me, my RNG was bad doesn't mean his RNG is bad. He's just fired, so I don't mind shooting, giving a little bit broadside there. Slowing down to increase my turning circle. To decrease my turning circle. And at this angle, I bounced him a little bit suspect right there, but whatever. Keep the angle on him, because if he fires at me, there is no guarantee that he will be so unlucky as I am. So even if he gets killed by someone else, it's well worth it keeping the angle. That last salvo could have ripped me a new one. Oh goodness, just does not want to die, does he? But yeah, the last salvo could rip me a new one. His last salvo could kill me, and it's not worth it. It's not worth getting the kill on a Vladivostok for all that health, because I might have to fight that battleship at the end. Probably don't, but it's not worth losing your ship over it. I don't get any over XP dying, you know. So there we go. I've kind of brawled this whole game essentially in the Roma, and I've picked up on a really nice score, 160k essentially. And yeah, this whole flank's mocked up. The other flank did reasonably well, really well actually. And yeah, that's pretty much a win. And that's an example of positioning, picking when to fight, picking when to engage, picking when to run, and knowing your strengths, weaknesses, and knowing the enemy's strengths and weaknesses. So being smart about it, thinking about what you're doing, and positioning, you know, knowing when to disengage, keeping a calm head, can all help you win these games and help you get these high damage numbers. Because for this whole time, the whole top right part of the screen, that damage number, not relevant. It's whether you win the game or not. Because if you win the game, you'll get more XP, you get the wins, you get a higher win rate, you look better after overall, and damage will come, assuming you play the ship according to its strengths, because each ship is good in its own regard, even the Uzuma. As I've shown, I think I still have the damage record on that thing. It's a very questionable ship, the Uzuma, but you play it to its strengths. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a good ship. You play it to that strength and you capitalize on that strength alone. But yeah, that's the Roma for you. Constant brawler. Again, clearing the milestones, because on the road to the campaign, let's get it done one day or another. And yeah, 159k, 6 citadels, only 2 kills, top of the boards. Hope this helps, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.